Hello, good morning. Welcome to our government class. We're talking about characteristics of government. In our last meeting, we discussed the definition of government and we defined government in three different ways. We said that government can be defined as an institution of the state. Then we also said that government can be defined as the process or act of government, that is the process of ruling a state or country. They also said that government can be defined as an academic field of study, that is, government can be studied in schools like higher institution or secondary school, subject to related to government like political science, local government, comparative politics, and so and so. So this have to want to talk about characteristics of government. That is, what are the things that make up a government. Some of the things that make up a government is what we call law. Then we also have what we call work force. They also have what we call popular support. They also have what we call revenue. They also have what we call protection. Also have what we call protection. We also have what we call welfareism. They also have what we call social services. So these are the list of what we call characteristics of government. I want to talk of law. Law simply means the rules, the regulation, the principle that govern a country, both the citizens and the government, or the gov and the government, and so on and so forth. Then law is very important in every country that guide their behavior or their mode of conduct. Then we want to talk of workforce. Workforce is also known as labor force. Labor force. And when we talk of labor force, we simply mean what we call workers. And of course, in every country there are two categories of workers. We have what we call civil servants. Then we also have what we call public servants. Public servants. So this make up the workforce of every country. And when we talk of civil servants, mean people that work under the Civil Service Commission of a particular state. Then when we talk of public servants, we mean people that work under the processes of public corporation, and so on and so forth. Then the next one is what we call popular support. Popular support simply means that there will to be a legitimacy of government. That the government should be accepted by the people, by the citizens. That is, the citizens ought to give their consent in support to the government that is ruling at a particular period of time. Then we also have what we call revenue. Revenue has to do with money. So government cannot do without revenue. Government needs money to finance its policies, to finance its program, to finance every of political manifestos that he has promised the citizens. Then we also talk of what we call protection. It is the duty of government. It's one of the priority or characteristics of the government to protect the citizens and their properties, lives and properties of citizens. And not only the citizens, even the non-citizens that dwell in that country. So it's the duty of the government. Then welfareism. Welfareism has to do with care, concerns for the citizen, the well-being of the citizen has to do with welfareism. Then social amenities. Social amenities has to do with good road, electricity, and so on and so forth. This has to do with the characteristics of government. Then we also have what we call periodic change in government. Government is subject to change. The state cannot change, but government can change. Government is changed, or government can be changed through periodic election. And in case of Nigeria, every 4 years we conduct general election. Then let's quickly look at the branches of government. Branches of government. I want to talk of the branches of government. Branches of government is the same thing as scope of government. Scope of government. And some of the scope of government or branches of government is what we call comparative politics. Then we also have what we call local government. Local government administration. Then we also have what we call international relations. Then we also have what we call public administration. So these are some of the scope or branches of government. I want to talk about comparative politics. It allows one country to compare with another country, then to see what that particular country is doing that is making it, that is advancing, that is developing, and so on and so forth. Then local government administration is also a branch of government that is people that specialize in local administration, in local administrator. Of course, in every state in Nigeria we have local government, and people that specialize in this type of administrative exercise study or specialize on local government administration or study a course related to local government administration. Then we also have what we call international relations. International relations has to do with relationship between countries of the world, and of course we have 195 countries in the world today. So and they all interact on political ground, on economic ground, on social ground, and so on and so forth. Then we also have public administration. Public administration has to do with the study, the knowledge, the idea, the philosophies of how to manage public activities or public affairs or public practices and so on and so forth. So these are the branches of local government. So thank you and God bless you.